Oh, these things already bad. They biting me through my clothes, just biting me everywhere. Woo! As you can hear, we are in a safe and controlled environment. We are at the gun range, Immokalee Range and Gun Club to be exact. And this video is for educational purposes only. 380. 380 ain't dead. We're going to keep 380 alive. I mean, we're going to keep it alive because I like it. I like it and I like it and I like it. Now, 380 ain't cheap now. It's probably right along there with them 9mm rounds. But anyway, I have been really enjoying it. So I have three 380 carry options to talk about. We're going to compare them and we are going to see which one performs the best. Now, these are ported, comped, um, uh, however it is that you want to look at these as far as they go. Well, let's go through them one by one, and then I'll kind of like give you a little bit of breakdown. But again, each one of these firearms has been reviewed individually and by itself. So if you're interested in more information, make sure you go back and check that out. All right, so we have three options here. We have our Sig. Hold on. I'm sorry. We have three options here. We're going to go from smallest and lightest to biggest and heaviest. So up first, pistol is clear. We have our Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0 comp. Now, I'm going to show you this right here. There is a port in the barrel and there's also a port in the slide or a comp. Now, this one here weighs 11.8 ounces and it has a 3.1-inch barrel length. So when I tell you this pistol is tiny, it is absolutely tiny. T90, very, very small. But it does have your great serrations. I enjoy everything about this, especially holding that in the hand. It does come with two magazines. You do have more of a flush magazine that gives you 10. Oi, gives you 10, and then you have your extended base plate on here that gives you 12. All right, so let's move on to the next one. The Ruger Security chambered in 380. This one has a weight of 19.7 ounces and a barrel length of 3.42. Now, this one does not have a active comp or port in the slide, in the barrel, I'm sorry, but it does have your ports in the actual slide. As you can see, we do have 3 on the left and then we have 3 on the right. We do have some rail or pick space underneath for you to ride something of your choice, but this is how she looks. Now, this one here, as I said, it was 19.7 ounces, so it's just a little bit heavier than the Bodyguard, but it's a lot bigger than the Bodyguard. So the Ruger Security on my right, and then we have the Bodyguard on the left. It does come with 2 magazines. Both of them hold 15 rounds, and that is that. Now we're going into the heaviest, and we are talking about the Sig P365 Lux AXG. Now, this one here does not also have a port in the actual barrel, but it is a comped or ported slide. As you can see, you do have 2 ports there on the front. Now, this one does have a weight of 22.1 ounces and a barrel length of 3.1. So barrel lengths on all of them are give or take just as close, 3.1, 3.1. So your Bodyguard 2.0 comp and your Sig Lux share the same barrel length. Both of these have a 3.1-inch barrel, but as you can see, the length in both of them are quite different. I mean, you know, you can tell that the Sig is a lot more longer than the Bodyguard. So the slide on the Sig is a lot longer, so it gives it that little extra length in the two. All right, so we know where we are, we know what we're doing. The only thing left now to do is what? Suit them up so we can send them down range. All right, so I got my ears here. Let's turn this on. And let's go in with our Smith first. We're going to go in with our flush base plate. This here, as tiny as this is, performed so well when I even compared it to the non-comp. So make sure when you go ahead and watch my full review on this, because I'm going to show you the difference between the two, the comp and the non-comp, and the way that they shoot. But today we're talking about ports and barrels, and that's the conversation for today. All right. Woo, woo. Oh, there's a mosquito on your elbow. Oh, if I hit it, I'm going to knock the camera. All right. Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0 comp, chambered in 380, is the first pistol that we are shooting. Pistol is clear, magazine is empty. That baby did not move. All right, up next, we are going in with the Ruger Security, chambered in 380. This one is considered ported. The barrel is not ported, but the slide is ported. That is how she looks. Hella fiber optic front sight. Now this one has 15 rounds of 380. Magazine is empty and our pistol is clear. A lot bigger, I would say a lot more meatier for somebody that has bigger hands. All right, so let's go in with our Sig P365 Lux AXG. This one has a 12-round magazine. I haven't been able to load 12 rounds in the pistol. Oh, I didn't show you how she looked. Woo, she was ready to shoot. That is how she looks. Super beautiful pistol. If I had more sun, you'll be able to see the color on here. It has like a glittery Cerakote on it. Flat. Pistol is clear, magazine is empty, and my glass is fogging up. So that was the Sig P365 AXG Lux, chambered in 380. All right, so let's go back in with the Bodyguard 2.0 comp. This little tiny thing here. So this one has the pinky extension, as you can see, and it also gives you a couple more rounds, completing that full grip on here. I know it's gonna feel so much better. Yes. Ooh, that thing tight. Pistol is clear, magazine is empty. The Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0 comp, chambered in 380. All right, going back in with the Ruger Security, chambered in 380. Like I said, this one has a lot. It's not as heavy as the Lux, and it's not as light as the Smith & Wesson, so it's kind of in the middle. She is a lot stouter, thicker, wider. The whole situation on here is just very thick, like me. Very thick in the hands. So like I said, if you do have larger hands, this is probably something that... Whoa, that was me. That was me. I didn't give the trigger time to reset. Pistol is clear, magazine is empty. Very nice shoot. As I said earlier, the weight on this one does have not the heaviest. So this does have a 19 points. The weight on here is, I don't even remember. All right, going back in with the Sig P365 Lux AXG. This one, I can tell you for sure, this one is the heaviest out of the two. The heaviest, but the flattest. Pistol is clear, magazine is empty. And obviously, because the weight on here is so much more than everything else, This kind of shoots more on the full-size pistol scale, although the barrel length is as short as it is and it is as tiny as it is. But in the hand, it does give you like that full-size feel. Let's get reloaded. Back in with the Ruger Bodyguard 2.0 comp, chambered in 380. This thing is tiny. All right. Thank you anyway. Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0 comp. The size is perfect for concealment. Ruger Security is what's up next. Now this one does have the ports in the slide. Damn, I didn't even try to drop the slide on any of them. Damn. This is... Hold on. Wow. Now, those magazines were filled to capacity. The slide is a little weaker, so it didn't drive that forward. That is okay. Don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it. Ruger Security, chambered in 380 with the ported slide. Thank you. All right, the Sig P365 Lux AXG. That thing's sexy. Slide didn't lock back, it's okay. Man. All right. What the hell was that? All right, so that was the Sig P365 AXG, P365 Lux AXG. Okay. So, what did I think? What did you think? Let's see, are we on the same page here? Shoot wise, this Sig P365 Lux AXG, in my opinion, felt like I was shooting more of a full-size pistol. The pistol did not move. Out of the three, it was just it was the flattest in my opinion, just feeling, just in feel wise. And watching my red dot as well, I was able to keep that on my same spot and just deliver those rounds beautifully. The Sig P365 AXG Lux. Next, we have the Ruger Security 380. Also gave me a full-size feel, but on a lighter scale. This is a much lighter pistol, but it does give you more rounds. So the Sig is 12 plus 1, and the Ruger Security is 15 plus 1. So your loaded magazine with 15 does give you a little more back weight and a nice smooth. Now the slide on here, look at this. This slide on here is butter. It's a super easy to engage. So for anybody who struggles with, their hands and, trying to engage slides, this is definitely one that you will be able to engage without a problem. Again, it gave me the full size feel shoot, but more on the lighter scale. The Sig felt more stern and stronger with the shoot. Now, the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0 comp, this one was the roughest shoot out of the three, obviously because it is the tiniest as far as size goes. But with barrel length, this does share the same barrel length as the Sig. So it's still, the barrel length usually is kind of what determines, for me, in my opinion, how well or how much of that recoil that is that I am going to feel. That's why I don't care too much for those micro compact pistols. But although this might have been the roughest shoot out of the three, it still was a better shoot than the original um, Bodyguard without the comp. And it is the easiest to conceal out of the three. Aggression on the side, everything they give you, things on here to kind of make up for the size of this. That grip is going to make sure that it does not slip out of your hands. The slide, being that it is as tiny as it is, the serrations on there are aggressive enough to make sure that you're able to engage it. So they kind of made up for where, I'm not going to say lacking, because lacking is going to be, it's way far from lacking anything, but they gave you um extra in where they felt like you might have had a little bit of issues, especially something as simple giving you that +2 to give you that full size grip. Everything on here performed beautifully. But as far as best, we're going to rate it 1 through 3. The Sig P365 Lux AXG came in on 1. For me, this was just beautiful. Number 2, the Ruger Security 380 came in at second, and the Bodyguard Comp came in at third. Now, if we're going to uh, conceal them, definitely the Bodyguard will be number 1. So, what did y'all see? What did you think? How did you feel? What is your rating? What is your 1, 2, 3? Drop it in the comments. I'm curious to know. So, with that being said, listen. What did you see? What did you think? How did you feel? Let me know. Drop that in the comments. Thank you for supporting the channel by watching this video. Y'all I love it when things work, but I love y'all for life. Muchos besitos.